Guys, here to do another pick a card reading. This was a suggested reading. The question is, will they return? Once again, the question is, will they return? Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but should it resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments. I love your comments. They're so awesome because you guys are so awesome. And if it doesn't resonate, don't force it. The comments where people are saying that, trying to tell me their story and the way that I read the cards doesn't match up with their story, that means it's not for you. Duh. It's a whole bunch of other pick a card readings on here, guys. Each reading may not resonate for you. These are specifically for certain people. Hopefully I can get to something in your situation that resonates and give you some type of advice, but that's not going to happen for every person every time. So if it doesn't resonate, don't force it. If it doesn't fit, you must quit. And you got to move on. You got to move on. You got to let it go. Feels like another love TKO. Oh, for sure. So let's go ahead and get started. The reading options today are going to be retreat. First one is retreat. We're about to retreat if it don't focus. Lord, phone. Can you focus for a G, for a player? Can we get you to focus? No? There we go. Retreat. First one. Second reading option is unrequited love. And third one is deception. I purposely chose these cards because I didn't want it to be all rainbows and butterflies and you guys see like these great titles and you choose them. I want us to be as real as possible with ourselves. And also keep in mind, guys, I am not here to tell you what to do in your life. I'm only here to give you advice, to give you guidance, to tell you about the energy that you're swirling in. That's it. If you're looking for a yes or a no, an exacting yes or no, I may not be able to give you that. I can only tell you what energy is swirling about right now, because in every single moment, with every choice that we make, our future continues to change. So for every left that you choose to make instead of that right, for every yes instead of that no, you're constantly changing your future. Anybody who tells you they can predict your future is a liar, because they can't predict your free will. So I can only tell you what energies I am seeing right now. So yeah, now that I will step down from my soapbox, we can go ahead and get started. And the first one is going to be reading number 1, which is retreat. And let's make it happen, Captain. So universe, the people who chose reading number 1, will their lover return? First card out the gate, you have the 8 of Swords here. Universe, the people who chose reading number 1, will their lover return? Second card that just flipped over is the 10 of Swords. Universe, the people who chose reading number 1, will their lover return? Third card out is the 8 of Wands. Universe, people who chose reading number 1, will their lover return? Will their lover return to them? Next card, you have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands. Universe, people who chose reading number 1, will their lover return? Last card we have here is the 3 of Wands. So I definitely see you sitting here waiting for a message. I see you waiting for some type of communication, waiting for a sign almost. 3 of Wands energy, patiently waiting at that. Maybe you sent a message and didn't get a reply. Maybe you were ghosted. Maybe they sent you a message and you ghosted them. Whatever it is, communication is not being reciprocated. You can even see here in this card, there's a very fiery passion. I feel like if you're sending messages or text messages and you were the one who has been ghosted, and you just send message on top of message on top of message on top of message, and then sometimes you go off, and sometimes you calm down, and sometimes you're like, I love you, and then it's I hate you. Stop. Back away from your phone. Go outside, take a walk, go do something for you. Go cry if you need to. Deal with your emotions, but stop projecting your emotions. I just don't see communication coming back in. Even here with the Page of Wands, it looks as if this person is like bending down at a sarcophagus, at the foot of a sarcophagus, or like paying some type of reverent, or saying some type of reverent goodbye. You see here, this person is walking away because there was so much betrayal happening here. There were people waiting in the background just to see you all fail. I don't feel like this relationship was supported by key people. And when I say key people, I mean like maybe family members or maybe best friends or something. I just feel like that there was... I feel as if there was so much commotion and so much drama and so much hatred that came about because of this particular situation. Someone being trapped in fear, someone even using their presence as like dangling a carrot from a stick. Like, if you do this, I'll leave. If you do this, I'll leave. Like manipulating you. And, or maybe not you, this could have been you doing this, but one of you all in this relationship was putting someone else in a mental prison. They were scared to say the wrong thing, to do the wrong thing, to wear the wrong thing, to go to the wrong place, to hang with the wrong people, to speak to the wrong people. It was like every little step you took, it was like that Bobby Brown song, every little step I take, you will be there, but in a negative way. And now they no longer can control you. Or someone can no longer control the other person, and they don't like that. They don't like that. And so you guys are not physically in each other's space. But again, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of communication rapidly being fired out, but not a lot of messages coming back in. You may have received 1 or 2 messages back in, but for the most part, I feel like they use this to manipulate you whenever they do send some messages back in. It's like they send messages to manipulate you. Yeah, like this is very much on again, off again because of someone not willing to put in the work, and someone not willing to bring in balance into the situation. And I feel as if as well someone's focus was more on building wealth, more on themselves, more on like some type of egoic, narcissistic, like they wanted praise from the world. Like they were seen as maybe someone who was gifted or someone extremely intelligent or someone who, you know, built empires or something like that. But there was no balance. Someone wanted the other person to bow down to them, to make them feel special, because deep inside they have insecurities. And the other person did that for a while, but it's no longer working. And so the universe is saying that there needs to be some great balance here, because there are a lot of defenses up, a lot of guards up. And, you know, I do have a feeling that there is a chance for you guys to reconcile. I don't see where this has gone totally to the left, but, you know, when the universe, not if, because the universe is not an iffy thing, entity, but when the universe steps in and reignites this balance within, and you guys, you know, some passionate communication might go out. And this time, instead of it being ignored, instead of you guys being ghosted, instead of you all focusing on the goodbyes, instead of the betrayal, it's like you guys can finally get to the heart of the matter. And that's where this card comes in. That's where the retreat comes in, because you got to get all these people who weren't supportive of your relationship out of the way. You got to stop living up to their expectation of this relationship. Move them out of the way. And then when you reply back with your heart. Reply back with your heart. And when you do that, you have the chance to bring this out of the sky down to the ground. But there needs to be a sense of wisdom here. You need to be wise with your words. Not wise in the way in which they were manipulating you to be, like, I can't talk to this person, I can't go here, I can't say that. You need to speak your heart. You need to be brave enough to speak your heart, but you need to speak it in a way to where it penetrates them and gives them space to also speak their heart. One last card, universe, before we close this reading out. Will they return? Will they return? Will they return? One more. Look at that. Hubba hubba bubba. There will be an energy swirling around you all where you guys will be able to see one another from new eyes. You see how he's looking at her with his head tilted to the side, cocked to the side, like he's recognizing her for the first time. Speak to each other in this space. If you speak to each other in that space, you have the chance to let go of this disappointment. But this will not be easy. If they do return, this will not be easy. This is asking you guys to actually heal, because I do see that there is a lot of disappointment, a lot of despair, but that you guys want to work together. But someone is refusing to grab this cup out of the sky, this gift from the universe. Someone is refusing to do that. Someone may come to you, they may move towards you, or you may move towards someone else. But balance is huge here, guys. Balance is huge here, you know. I'm hearing New Edition. Can you stand the rain when the motherfucking storms come? You hear what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, the universe is asking you to elevate and to see this relationship from a higher level, and to speak from your heart space. So that was a little longer than I had anticipated, but we are going to move on to second one, which is unrequited love. So universe, people who chose the second reading, will their lover return to them? Will their lover return to them? Whoa, got a flipper. Got a flipper. Hermit card. Hermit card here. People who chose reading number 2, will their lover return to them, universe? You got the 10 of Wands. People who chose reading number 2, will their universe return to them? Will their lover return to them? You have the 8 of Cups. People who chose reading number 2, will their lover return to them? You have the Tower card. One more, universe. People who chose reading number 2, will their lover return to them? Will their lover return to them? Last card, you have the 10 of Swords. Reading number 1 had the 10 of Swords too. All right, guys. So I see here that you are scared shitless that this person will not return to you. I mean, literally, I see that you are scared shitless. And that herein lies the problem, right? You placed all your eggs in one basket and you didn't give yourself any. So you send everybody else on an Easter egg hunt, and they come back and they got their salt and their pepper and they eating their boiled eggs, and you ain't got shit to show for it. Don't nobody care that you spent all that time working on that relationship. Don't nobody care that you poured all this energy into other people, making sure their Easter egg hunt was great, because you didn't get any satisfaction out of it. And so that's truly what is happening right now. You see these two people in the tower, one up top and one in the center. So you guys weren't seeing eye to eye. It's like all these people coming over for the Easter egg hunt, right? They're all coming over for the Easter egg hunt. You up here, they're right there. But you guys aren't even speaking. You aren't seeing eye to eye. It's like they became accustomed to the energy that you poured into this relationship. You're a nurturer. Someone took care of the other person. But at the same time, it was as if you guys, the person who was doing way too much, had to go and set off on a journey of self-love. This is all about a journey of self-love. Hermit card here. You see, pull the star out of the sky, uses it as its guiding light, and has to embark upon a journey to rediscover themselves. I hate to use the term find yourself because none of us are lost. But they begin to feel unwanted, unloved. They begin to feel as if everybody was out to get them. You know, they put in all this work, all this time, all this preparation. And then they just became restless and anxious. And I feel as if this could be you, but take it however it resonates. A lot of mental conflict going on inside. And so that's what this journey is about. This journey is about rediscovering the universe, rediscovering the love within, rediscovering and rebalancing, recalibrating that inner yin and yang. You needed to retreat. You needed to go within to process what you were feeling and really get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem was not the other person. The root of the problem is that you guys focused so much on someone focused so much on the other person and neglected themselves, and then they caused their own heartbreak and started lashing out at the other person, blaming them for their own neglect. It's like you wanted someone to blame, right? You imprisoned yourself. You did all this yourself. All of this you did yourself. You imprisoned yourself. You had a lot of disappointment, but this person was still standing behind you. Two of Cups back there. You were focused on all that you weren't receiving. Like you felt as if those things weren't being reciprocated. And herein, I just looked back up and saw the unrequited love card. Herein lies why you felt that this was an unrequited love. Wasn't shit about this love unrequited. You created the notion that this was unrequited love. Because I say you, but this could have been the other person. Someone just neglected themselves. And so now the universe wants to step in and bring an awareness and awakening. That's this hermit journey here. That's this Eight of Cups journey. This is not leaving for good. This is going out and embarking upon a journey to move on to smoother waters. And you do that by filling your own cup, by loving yourself, by taking care of yourself, by nurturing yourself, and then being able to come back here. And then the burdens are no longer burdens, but you use those sticks that they typically carry these sticks in the Ten of Wands, but you take those sticks and you build a house together forever. Six of Wands right there. You come back, you leave a hermit, you come back a victor, and then you're able to renew. Well, because you were able to renew yourself, you're able to begin again. I'm sorry, I'm excited about this one. And then you're able to offer a true cup of love. You stop this tower moment. It's like you felt this tower moment happening, and to stop this separation, to stop whatever this tower moment was going to be. Like you didn't need a tower moment to understand that you weren't filling your own cup. Like you started getting it, and you had to take off on this journey. You look at this. Look what just fell out. Yeah, if you ask me, will they return? Yeah, I think that there's an energy for them to return. You stop these Ten of Swords from going into your back. No one did anything to you. You or someone in this situation allowed their expectation to get the better of them. They allowed their expectations to stop them in their tracks. And you are in a process of healing, or someone in this situation is in a process of healing. That's what this is all about. The separation had to happen in order for you to realize that you needed to make an offer to yourself, and the offer continues to be love. Time and time again, stop neglecting yourself. Time and time again, stop pouring into everybody's cup and you have nothing left. This is all about you nurturing yourself. This is all about you understanding that you are a healer. This is all about you stopping that inner fight, that inner struggle, and becoming the alchemist in your own life, turning your own water into wine and getting drunk on your own self-love. That's what this is about. And so, yes, I do feel that there's an energy for them to return, but no one will be able to come into your space and maintain that space of love until you first love yourself. Oh, Lord, did you get that message? I'm about to pass the collection plate around. The doors of the church are now open. You may enter. You may enter. All right, guys, let's move on to the last reading. It is the deception card to the universe. People who chose reading number 1, will their lover return? Please be as clear as possible. People who chose reading number 3, I think I said reading number 1 the first time. Reading number 3, will their lover return? Look at how we start off. Bomb chicka wow wow wow. A bomb chicka wow wow. 2 of cups. Bomb chicka wow wow. 3 of Pentacles. We got the 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. All right, universe. People who chose reading number 3, will their lover return? Will their lover return? People who chose reading number 3, will their lover return? You got the Ace of Pentacles with 2 hands. 2 hands. And last card out is the Knight of Wands. This is gonna be easy peasy Japanesey. Bottom of the deck, look at what you got. Judgment card. Universe is like, wake up, bitches. Wake up. Wake up. It's a celebration, bitches. It's time to float. Float on. Yeah, guys. So think about this deception card. It says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. It doesn't say anyone is lying about something outside of this relationship. This person was not telling the truth about how they truly felt. They were not telling you that they saw you as their mirror, their counterpart, their sacred person. They didn't know how to tell you that, and they wanted to come in out of the cold. They wanted to be that light to you. They wanted to express themselves. But I feel like they're not good at that. They're not good with emotions. And it could be that they're emotionally unavailable, but they're going through the process of healing right now. And in truth, they may have attempted to make you feel as if you love them more than them. But this love is very intense, very overwhelming, all-consuming. And they want to balance their inner yin and yang and move towards you and have a victory in this relationship. I feel like this could have been an off and on relationship. I also feel like this could have been one of you, or even both of you guys could have been like players before. Very attractive, very charismatic, very outgoing, had a lot of people, a lot of attention always around them, and wasn't really looking for a relationship, wasn't really looking to recognize themselves in another. And so when they did, it triggered a lot, and it triggered the imbalance within them. It triggered the fact that they were emotionally unavailable. All of these things were triggered by them, but after this break here, I see that this person, or both of you all, actually are going through a metamorphosis of sorts. And this person wants to come back and make a small offer to you that will eventually turn into a big offer that is more solid, more grounded, more stable. But this person is going through the process of healing. And so I feel as if they will come back to you. There is a good chance that they could come back to you, but they won't be fully healed. They want to work with you, 3 of Pentacles. They want to build a masterpiece with you, but it will start off small and it will snowball into something bigger. But you both have to make space for this healing, because your trigger's coming up next. I feel as if this person is used to overindulging in maybe alcohol, in maybe partying, in maybe sex, and maybe women. They're just used to having and garnering a lot of attention from people, but they want to commit. They want to commit because they see you as somebody who's just like the shit, and they want to take you out of the singlehood and they want to bring this in. 4 of Wands. And then y'all gonna celebrate and make love to each other. After the celebration, you make love to each other. Want to make love? Yeah, I want to make love. Let's make love. Okay, then. That's how y'all gonna do it. This person was just mentally conflicted. And another way to say this person was scared shitless. But really what they want is to invest in you and really to have a relationship that they never really desired, never really sought to have. Like, they were cool with their single life. They were, again, very attractive. This could have been you or the other person. They were very attractive, you know, like folks was pulling at their drawers all the time. So they weren't really looking for this. But see how that guy, I love this card because to me, this is like a recognition of souls. Look at how he's looking at her. Oh, okay. So you're just going to go out of focus when I say that? He's looking at her with his head tilted to the side as if he's recognizing her for the first time. And that's what happened. That became their truth. And it scared the shit out of them. So, yes, I do see a possibility for you guys returning to one another. But there is still healing that needs to happen. Still an awakening that needs to be realized in its entirety. But this is quite beautiful. Like, quite beautiful. I think that they're actually praying for this will to shift right now, for this to happen again. Yeah, and there's going to be some healing. They're wishing up on a star. There's going to be some healing and some happiness, love and happiness. Oh, I'm an Al Green, y'all. Oh, Lord, I'm about to Al Green, y'all. Love and happiness. So I'm just saying, if there's a wedding that comes out of this, I'll be expecting my invitation in the mail. You know, I'll even get ordained to marry you guys. All right, gotta go now, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Bye.